Morning, Peter. It's Lou again. After a couple hundred hours and $1,000 investment, here is the car today. After a thorough cleaning, it's not quite the status I want, but pretty much this is it. I'm going to give you a quick walk around and then tell you what I have done to it. Dashboard. Okay, the first thing I did, yes, it needs a battery. This is $200. The air filter was very trashy filter. It was like a couple of dollars. I threw it away. Put like $20 something. Air filter. That's a very important, actually. Okay. This is called the air fan shroud. It doesn't have bolt. They break one side of the attachment, so I only was able to get a bolt attached fasten one side. Okay. Then of course is this valve cover gasket and what you call, and right underneath it called breather cover gasket. This alone was the part is 150. The labor was 15 hour without stop, because the cleaning take hours of cleaning work. All the hoses attached behind, you can see actually is right here. Hoses are about 4 hoses, connectors. They are all new, and you know that this I replace it. That piece I replace it, and it breaks right from here. And I can tell you why it breaks from here, because when they tighten this clamp, it needs a leverage. If they don't hold it, they just use this as a leverage, then it will break that piece. That see this plastic and copper connection, it will break it. I changed the engine oil. This power steering oil I flush it. Now power steering has a leak. It leaks from this hose right here. Okay, from there. See that? I get a new hose connected. Okay, and then the brake oil was fine. I didn't change it. Now what else? Okay, I polished. That was a 4-hour work. Polished left and right the headlight. I changed the coolant. The coolant need to be Mercedes. It was if you remember, it was a kind of a green color. Mercedes is a blue color. You may ask what is good to do. The system is, I believe, it's a material. Material compatibility. Okay. Of course, a lot of cleaning work around the engine. A lot of it. This vacuum hose was loose at the end of the connection. I wrap it around and make it tight. See this air intake inlet, it was loose. It had just hanging there. The reason it hanging there is because they break it. They break this piece. See, they are using the zip tie to lock it. It's not supposed to be this way. It should, they break this cover somehow. Okay. They break a lot of things. Everything that they they touch, they break it, and this is not the end of it. I lubricated the hinge. You see that? It's squeaking. I lubricated the hinge. Now, this strut at some point will need to be replaced. I didn't do it yet. I did replace the back trunk strut. That was $40. Now this is $20 to polish it. Now this comes in the labor. Everything that I don't know, the mechanic, what kind of mechanic, everything that they touch, they break it. You see how they break it? Now this thing not supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be as tight as the other end. But unfortunately, because they break the base part underneath it, I cannot tighten it anymore. Okay. This door, I didn't see it when I checked the car. It's completely broken. All the fastener was broken, so I take it out, glued some base and some base, what we call brace, and fastener. I replaced the fastener and redid it. Okay. Then what else? Floor mat all around. I did a conditioned or addressed the leather seat. Cup holder. Now on the other side, I did do some work. I'll explain. What else? In fact, this ash tray is hard to stay. It easily pop out. That to fix that, actually, you need to move the full what is called central console. I'm not going to do that. Now I did fix the headliner. I mean the A-pillar liner. That's not a good job, but on it you can do it. Do a good job. You have to pull this pillar out to work on it. I will leave it to later. To strut, if you recall, the strut is kind of weak. It stops in the middle, right? This is a two new strut. That's what I say. Everything that your mechanic work on, they break it. You see, they break this bumper. They break it because they install. I mean, you guys install a hook that has this curve on. There's this enforcement triangle on it. It push on the bumper and cause stress to crack this bumper. Now I do wish that you have this cargo. This is called a cargo net. I mean, I think you have it. I just didn't notice it when I checked the car. I really wish I have that piece, so I can cover, so you can pull and hook on right on here, so you can cover this whole area. This is a new floor mat. It's $50, I think. Okay, now I bought a new first aid kit. It's a brand new, you can not used. Okay. Now I do wish that they have this toolkit, but unfortunately I cannot find it to replace. What else? Okay, this they installed it wrong. They didn't know, the mechanic don't know how to install it, so it was misaligned. If you remember, I don't even remember or not, if this piece, the P is stick out like this much. Okay, so I just redo it, loosen the screw and reposition it. It's fine now. Now this I cannot fix it. This actually is loose. The reason it's loose is, like I said, everything they work on, they break it. They break the plastic. There is the plastic base. They break it. Now, if you notice that I see that, that piece was missing. Okay. And this piece was missing. I add to it. I forgot to mention that was the antenna, the wiring stuff is all hanging there. So I took off the cover and tightened it. There is one important filter inside that is called the cabin air filter that will block your air coming through the dash if you don't replace it. That was purely dirty, filled with all leaves, dirt, anything you can think of it. So I replaced that. That was $30 alone. Then plus all the transmission oil, the front and the back axle oil. Transmission oil I did it twice. The reason is because you cannot empty it completely if you don't empty the torque converter. So to save effort, I only emptied the transmission. I have to do it twice. Transmission oil was really new service, was completely dirty. Front and the rear axle, also the transfer case, that was clean. Then I didn't need to do it, but I did it anyway, so I know when it was done and it was correct oil. Important thing is what need to be correct oil. I think that's pretty much about it. I didn't do anything else. I like the car, although I do wish there's a lot of small details really need to be addressed. It shouldn't be brick like this. The mechanic is poor mechanic that they work on. Now you probably noticed that this temperature sensor doesn't display. I think it is the this LCD display unit. I was trying to fix it, but was not successful because I couldn't separate this cover piece. I actually took the whole thing out. Okay, I take the instrument cluster out, but I couldn't take the separate the needles, the indicator, from the base. I'm afraid I'm going to break it, so I stopped right there. And this is something I really wanna fix, but I failed to do so. Also, there's this service interval. It says service indicator. Now all the other cars I watched, you can actually reset it by, you know, push this button twice, and by you adjusting the ignition, turn the key to ignition. But somehow I think they changed it when this was touched. This, because when they wired this first time, when they wired this, you see the wire, I took away that antenna, like you said. Okay, I cut the wire. The wire was hanging right there. I took it away. Okay, took it away. Also, the piece right here, I cut right here. Cut to this point. I don't want to pull the A-pillar like they did, and they break it, basically. Okay, that's about it. On 24th, Christmas Eve, me and my future wife, we are going to drive to Mississippi on this car. I wish the car serve us well and serve her for her PhD time, which is going to be 4 years in Mississippi, and I hope we can raise a family on this car. Hope it serves us well. This is the update for Peter, and let your mom. I'm going to send you some picture as well. So let your mom know I'm going to take care of her car, and the car. We hope that it stay in the family till the end of his life. Okay. Thank you, Peter, and Merry Christmas to you and your family.